you are ready. If you are ready, please show me your thumbs up. Okay, great. So let's start. Today is Thursday and the date is 8th of October 2020. We are studying science, unit 3, lesson 5. What are fossils? Let's start with Lara. What do you know about fossils? What are fossils? Yes, Lara, I can hear you now. What are fossils? What do you think? Fossils are what?
Animals.
Yes, they can be animals or
Insects.
yes, animals, insects, or plants. Are they alive or dead?
Alarm.
Alive? Really? Okay, thank you, Lara. Let's see, Judy, what do you have to say about that? Leon, can you sit properly, please? I want to see you sitting. Sit down. Yes. Now, Judy, where are you? I unmuted you.
Fossils are like not living because they're extinct.
Yes.
Or they're dead.
And they are dead. Yes, they are dead, maybe extinct, but are fossils only dead animals or the remaining of the dead animals?
There are meaning.
The remaining, what left from the dead animal or the dead plant? Okay.
Fossils.
Yes. Thank you. You can mute
I
your
love this
microphone
game.
now. Thank you, Judy. Thank you. Miriam. Miriam? Hi, Miriam.
Hi.
Okay, Miriam, do you know how the ways that can form a fossil? What are the ways that can form a fossil? It can be dead and buried under mud and sand. Maybe some heavy materials will be mixed with it. Rain. What else? Some insect can be trapped in what?
Sand.
Oh, in ice.
Ice?
Yes, if it's snowy, so some insects can be buried inside, or sorry, trapped inside a snow.
Yes.
Okay, then after long time, they will be fossil. Thank you. Thank you, Miriam. You can mute your microphone. Now let's see, what do we have here? Yesterday we said that dinosaurs are not alive on Earth anymore. So they are extinct. Extinct. And we learned that extinct means that the animal is no longer living. There's no more dinosaurs anymore at all. And how do we learn about them? We can learn about them when we look at their fossils. So this bone or skeleton or the shape of the dinosaur you see is a fossil. Why I said it's a fossil and not a bone or not a skeleton? Because this bone turned to stone. See, it's really hard, not like a bone, it's really hard like a stone or a rock. Okay, so fossils actually they turn to rocks. Okay, it can be anything. It can be a bone, it can be a footprint, it can be an imprint. Now let's see over here. These bones are from a dinosaur. And a dinosaur was an animal that lived on Earth millions of years ago. Today, dinosaurs are extinct. What do I mean by extinct? No longer living. So how do we know about dinosaurs? Look at their bones or skeletons, or we say, look at their fossils. What is this dinosaur? Do you know the name of it? Batul, can you read the name? What is this dinosaur? This dinosaur is what?
This,
Mm-hmm.
the picture of it down,
It's
down
the
of
same.
the picture.
The big one is the skeleton, and the down there is the drawing of the same dinosaur. It is the same dinosaur. Have you ever seen a T-Rex? A toy T-Rex?
No. I see a toy T-Rex in a YouTube, but I don't see it in real life.
Really? It's really
Yes.
interesting. Really interesting. So this is the bones of a Tyrannosaurus Rex, and that one down is the drawing of it. Okay? Thank you, Batul. You can mute your microphone. Look at this fossil. This fossil can cast from a shell. So this is a shell. From the beginning, it was a shell. Okay? A fossil is what is left from a plant or an animal that lived long ago. Okay? It lived long ago. A fossil can be footprint or imprint in a rock, and a fossil also can be bones that have turned to rocks. So this is a fossil. This is what? A fossil. And it lived long time ago. From long time ago it was there on the rock, but it died. After it died, mud and sand covered this shell until it turned to a rock. Okay, guys, I'm gonna show you again. We drew yesterday this one together, is that right? Lean, stop playing, please. We drew this one together. This is a fern, it's a plant, and now it turned to a fossil. Look at this ammonite fossil. This is an ammonite. What is this, guys? This is an ammonite. It turned to fossil. Now we are going to learn how did it turn to fossil. First of all, guys, can you look at here? It's on page 122. 122. You can open with me to page 122, and you can also, it's on page 123. We have 4 steps to a fossil form, to be formed. Now, the first step is the ammonite will be dead. The ammonite is dead over here. Can you see the ammonite is dead? The first one, the ammonite died. Then mud and sand covered the ammonite. Okay? After it covered, the next picture, it is soft body parts rotted away. So that means it's gone. Its hard shell remained. So the soft part will go, bye-bye, and the hard shell will remain. So the hard shell will say, I'm gonna stay. I am hard. I'm gonna stay. But the soft part will go bye. Okay? Then the third step is the mud, the sand, and the hard shell slowly will turn to rock. So the mud, sand, and the hard shell will slowly turn to a rock. See? Can you see? Over here, the third picture in page 123. Later, after millions of years, reasons, the erosion removed the rock around the fossil. Then the fossil was found. Look at here. The third picture show you that the shell with the mud and sand, okay, they turn to a rock and it's a full one. Can you see? Later, when there's erosion, erosion will move the rock around the fossil and the fossil will be found. Yes, Yelin Nawawi. Do you need something? Do you have any question?
Nothing.
You raised the hand. Oh, and you turned your microphone mute. Okay, it's fine. If you need something, you can raise the hand. I will immediately see you and ask you what do you need. Okay, guys? Now let's see. What do we have next? Please do not draw on my screen. Now, forming fossils. Fossils form when plants and animals are buried under mud, clay, or sand. Now follow the steps to see how this fossil formed. We already followed these steps. See, these are the steps. Now let's take a look over here. Name the steps that happened before the fossil was found. What is the step before the fossil was found? Who knows? Show me your hand if you know the answer. Show me your hand. Okay, yeah. These are the three girls who already answered with me and always answering with me. Please, guys. Yes, Dania. Dania?
I know its name. Its name noted. I'm a note.
Oh, the name of this shell is Ammonite. Okay?
Oh,
Ammonite. Yeah. But I want you to tell me the step before they found this shell, before they found the fossil. What is it before they found the fossil? Okay, is it the first picture, second, third, or fourth? Which picture is the answer?
I think the first.
Okay, thank you, Dania. Thank you, Dania. Who have another answer? Who has a different answer? Juri, what do you think, Juri? Before they found a fossil, what is the step before they found a fossil?
Before they found the fossil,
Mm-hmm.
the fossil died.
Erosion removed the rock around the fossil. Look, guys, the last picture, they told you that after millions of years, erosion removed the rock around the fossil, so the fossil was found. Can you see? So before, the step happened before the fossil was found. What happened before the fossil was found? Erosion removed the rock around the fossil. Okay, guys?
That lived many years ago. I used to think that all What does it mean? You've learned about What do you know about studying fossils are the remain Fossils form very slowly in a step-by-step process. Click play to see how some fossils form.
Yesterday we saw this fossil, and how is it formed? Yes, Lamar?
Can I go to bathroom, please?
Yes, of course, my dear. You can go to bathroom. Okay,
Okay.
guys. Yesterday we learned about this one that fossils formed very slowly. They take so much time, millions of years, hundreds of years to form. Now let's see this video and watch it.
Many fossils form when plants or animals are buried under mud, clay, or sand. This log is buried under mud. Over millions of years, hard materials soak into the log and replace the soft parts. The result is a fossil of the log that is made of rock. We call this process petrification.
Okay, so the process of leaving the soft parts, saying it goodbye, and keeping the hard parts is petrification. We call it petrification. Okay, guys? Now let's see.
Fossils are the remains or traces of living things that lived long ago. See if you can correctly match the fossil to the plant or animal that lived long ago. Drag each picture of a living thing to its fossil.
Okay, it's already dragged over here. Down, you will see the fossil, and up, you will see the animal or the plant. So, down, this is a footprint of a dinosaur. The next one is a fossil of a plant, a leaf. This is a leaf. Down here, this is a spider trapped in what? In water or in ice. And this is a living spider. What about the shark? Wow, this is a fossil of a shark. And this is a shark, a living one. This is a snail. Look at a fossil of a snail. This is the living one. What about this elephant? Wow. This is a fossil of elephant, and up there is the real one. Now let's take a look on the second slide.
Studying fossils can tell us a lot about life in the past. Click the first image to get started.
So when we study fossils to know how are the living things was in the past. You want to know something really old from the past. So you are going to study fossil. Let's see this one.
Finding a fossil of a sea creature tells us that the area where the fossil was found was once underwater.
See? Over here.
Finding a fossil of a sea creature.
So if you are finding a fossil of a sea creature, you know that this area was a sea in the past, but now it's not anymore. Look at this. This is a shell, a big one. Wow, this is a fossil of a big shell. You can know that one day before, maybe before 100 years, that a sea was there. Is that right? Now look at this.
In California, scientists have found fossils of a large cat related to tigers. That tells us that this animal used to live there. Fossils of this lizard help us understand how landforms on Earth might have moved over time. Because fossils like this one were found in both Africa and South America, scientists think those continents used to be much closer together. This lizard is extinct, which means that no more lizards of this kind are alive anymore. This shelled fossil can help us find out how old a rock is. Scientists can figure out how old the shell is. This can help scientists figure out the age of the rock that surrounds the shell.
Nice. So they can know the age of the rock from this shell. How long did it live over here from the shell? Scientists use these informations to learn about the past and what did happen there. Because they want to collect information. For example, this
Fossils
lizard.
of this lizard.
This lizard lived long time ago, but not anymore. From the skeleton shape and from the type, they knew that that this lizard is no longer living. They don't have it anymore. Also, this cat.
In California,
They found this in a cat shape, but also like tigers. It looks like cats and tigers, but they don't know what is it exactly. So it's extinct animal. It's not living anymore. Okay, it's larger than a cat, but related to tigers. Okay, guys?
what do you know about dinosaurs? Click the images to see some of the things we can learn about dinosaurs from their fossils.
Okay, what can we learn from fossils about dinosaurs? Let's see.
Dinosaur fossils can tell us about dinosaurs and how they once lived. This paleontologist in South Dakota is excavating the bones of a Tyrannosaurus Rex that once roamed this area.
So he can know about a T-Rex, how once he was roaming this area, he was living in this area.
Fossils of dinosaur eggs tell us that dinosaurs once lived in that area.
Nice. So this is dinosaurs' eggs. They knew that dinosaurs lived in this area or this space by their eggs, by finding their eggs.
Dinosaur footprints, left as fossils, tell us how dinosaurs walked and ran.
Nice. So they learned how dinosaurs walked or ran from their footprints. Is it interesting? Yeah, it's really interesting, guys. Okay, guys, that's it for today. I'm gonna stop to record and see what questions you have. Okay, guys?